I would say that the MiniMed 640G has changed our life as a family because George has a lot more control. The functions on it are just absolutely incredible. I don't understand all of them. Now George is a teenager, adult. He does all of it himself, but the difference that he can do in basals, boluses, just the alarms that you can have on and the practicalities of it, I just think they're brilliant, and I would say that it's changed our lives. The things that make me glad that George has chosen this pump is I feel comfortable with it. I trust it. I trust the Medtronic brand because George has been with them right from the very beginning when he first chose his pump. And when I see how it's changed his life, just even if I go back to the very beginning, he'd only had it a couple of weeks, and my husband and I went on holiday, and we actually sat on a veranda, both in tears, because we didn't realise how much of George we'd lost till we actually saw it come back. With the independence he gained from just having the pump, his spontaneity. And I think it's just really nice to see that with the pumps there is progression, and it's progressing with him. So technology is growing as George is growing, and he gets more functions and things that he can do with it that gives him tighter control, better quality of life, and reduces his long-term complications. And as a parent, I think that's really important, because all I want is the best care for George that he can possibly have, to keep him safe now and to prolong his prognosis for the future, so reduce amputations, etc. So I'm all for it.
I'd say one of the best aspects of the 640G is how easy it is to get to bolus and basal ratios. If I'm doing sport, then I can quickly jump into basal straight from the home screen and change that so that my blood sugar levels won't be all crazy. If I'm having some food or anything like that, I can quickly jump into the bolus and do that straight away. And so for being on the go, it's really good because I don't have to fiddle about with a lot of buttons and go into loads of settings and menus. It's right there on the screen, and so it allows you to just keep going through your day without really noticing it's even there. If I need to change any insulin ratios for when I'm on holiday, or if it's hot weather or cold weather, I don't have to write out a whole new set of data. I can just copy an old one over and fine tune it to how I need to do it. So it just makes everything so much more simpler and easier to do.
I think the reason that I chose that pump was basically the smart guard feature. The predictive low suspend has been fantastic. What it's done for not just for me but for my family is that I can relax more. I'm more confident that I can manage my blood glucose levels. At the moment, prior to that, without the smart guard, I would have fallen into a lot of hypos, and that was very troublesome. Other aspects of the 640G are the fact that I can actually see data from the pump. I can look at how I'm progressing throughout the week with the history analysis data, and also the daily trending data that I would have to normally upload to a website, but now I can actually see it directly, and that's really convenient because I can see it on the move. Yeah, that's really good to have that local control.
So I've been using the MiniMed 640G for over a year now, and actually it's been working really well for me. It seems to have a sort of understanding of the sorts of things I need to access quickly, and some of the ways that the screens are laid out and the way the information is presented just really help day to day. Things are quick to access, like the bolus menu and like temporary basal rates, which I tend to use a lot. But actually, I trust it in terms of delivering reliable doses. I can use infusion sets that suit me, and actually I find it makes a positive difference to managing my diabetes day to day. I don't find that it's particularly big or cumbersome to use.
So Edward's been on the MiniMed 640G for just over a year now, and it has made a massive difference to not just his life but to our family life as well. He's school age, so he's 6, in class 2 at the moment, so he's doing a lot more than he was. As he likes to tell me in reception and class 1, it's got a lot harder. He's also doing things like swimming and things like that, so he does a lot more in regards to sports and everything. But the pump itself, like this year, has made a massive difference. Just the change in him, what we do every day, and the impact that that has on all of us as a family, it just makes it a little bit easier. Not just during the day, but also at night time as well. We've noticed a huge change in regards to the alarms and things and the smart guard. It's made such a huge difference. I can hear that from our room, so I can go in and I can check him and make sure that he's okay. We react to the alarms, and school also are really, really great in terms of being able to react to those and work with him on a daily basis. It just makes everything easier. It has also meant that he is becoming a little bit more aware of when he is going low, because the alerts and the alarms are making him a little bit more aware, which is great because he had no awareness before. But the smart guard definitely gives us the peace of mind that we need as a family. It also makes it easier when you're out and about. It's brilliant. The smart guard has meant that we've massively reduced the number of finger sticks that we've had to do and the blood glucose testing that we've had to do with him. And that, I'd probably say, has had such a huge impact on him over the last few months. And in this last year, him actually wearing the sensor and the MiniMed 640G, that reassurance of him not having to, there's a reason behind him having the sensor put on, and for him that's made a massive difference, not having to have all of those blood glucose tests all the time. And we do rely very heavily on it, but it's meant that it gives us huge peace of mind, but we trust it, well, all the time.